Hey monkeys, how you doing? Damien Keys here. It's 2017. Your band now lives and dies by the decisions that you make, the work that you put in, the strategies that you are putting into place. But I can tell you something, there's no gatekeeper to the music industry, and more importantly, you do not need permission to enter the music industry. We are in a different time now than we ever have been before, and this is very, very important. I get sent through stuff every single day from bands asking me to have a look at their stuff and, more importantly, listen to their music and see what I think. The thing is, that's a terrible idea. Let me tell you two reasons why that's a terrible idea. Number one, I am the worst A&R man in the history of the world that has ever been. And the reason for that is because I genuinely get excited about new music. So if you've written music and you've created something, I'm excited for you. If you send it through to me, I'm going to give you the answer now that I will, which is the same answer in 6 months and a year's time when you send me more stuff or another band sends me more stuff. It's fucking great. I love it. It's fantastic because I get excited about new music and I'm excited for you who's created something to do something with it. I am the worst A&R man. And here's another reason why it's a terrible idea. Music is subjective. So I'm probably older than your demographic, and things like, well, here's a good reason. I don't understand Drake. Like, I don't get it. I think it's awful. I think his out-of-tune vocals just grind on my ears. He is the most played artist on Spotify in the world that's ever been. He's the first artist on Spotify to hit over 10 billion streams. Now, I'm not saying he's shit, and I'm not saying he shouldn't be that. It's just not for me. Music is subjective. I like the stuff I like, you like the stuff you like. So you sending me stuff through, all I'm gonna say is, yeah, it's really good. What are you gonna do with it? And that's the key. What are you gonna do with it? You don't need permission to enter the music industry anymore. What you need is your fan base, your following, and the stats showing you where you're going with this and how it's gonna build. You see, back in the day, you needed permission because you'd make music and you needed someone to say, I love it, let me invest money into it. You needed a record label to pump money into this. Whereas nowadays, you don't. What you need is you need to prove to record labels that it's gonna work. So, rather than asking someone if they like it or asking someone for permission to join, what you're gonna do is you're gonna build something, you're gonna build an audience of people that are gonna love it, and that is the proof. And until you've got that, what you do is a million tiny tweaks. A million tiny tweaks. And those tweaks are basically saying, this is what's working at the moment, what can we tweak, what can we fix, what can we make better so that the audience love it more and more and more. And after a while, when the audience buys into it, the record label and more importantly, the music industry will buy into it as well. You don't need their permission. What you need is to prove to them it works and they will jump all over it. So in conclusion, you need to prove this to yourself as opposed to proving this to myself or the music industry. You don't need my permission. And whether I like it or whether I don't like it, and I probably will like it, doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So in conclusion, your job is to prove this to yourself by building your audience and getting them to engage and looking at the insights and to looking at the engagement and actually figuring out how you can improve it time on time on time again. There's no gatekeeper and you're in control. I hope that helps for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.